Hi, I'm Kim Weeks with Weeks Well. Thanks for following the channel. Support us also on Patreon if you want to. We have a lot of other content over there that's longer form and has a lot more different kinds of subject matter than here, where I tend to do a lot of meditation, mindfulness meditation, and yoga stuff. So today's a yoga stuff. And I want to talk to you about doing safe forward folding that's really good for you. You know, when you take flow classes, there's a lot of forward the fold, like bending the knees a little bit and letting your trunk float over. And that's a temporary salve. It definitely feels good for the mind, for the brain, and a little bit for the hamstrings. But what I'm going to show you today is how you expand your forward folding in a way that is so good for the body overarchingly. Like doing something like this every day is really just going to pay off in the end. Our bodies in the computer age, and especially in COVID, just get so tight in the back. And so I'm going to show you how to stretch the back. So basically I'm going to show you with these things. I have a block over here that I'm also going to show. Sorry, I went off camera for a second, but I'm doing this in one take. So I want you to look at, my side and how when I forward fold like this, I'm hinging right here at the top. So I'm lifting up and I'm forward folding right there. So this little hinge point is really where we're looking to get the most nourishment for the spine. So in Iyengar Yoga, do you see how my tippy tips of my fingers are pressed like this? We just keep watching my shape and how I press down into my feet and I lengthen my back and I make essentially a rectangle shape. If you were to fill it in between my arms and my legs, you would be coloring in a shape. But see how long I'm getting? So here, my job is to squeeze my legs, have confidence in my feet, and lengthen my spine. I can feel such a stretch I'm getting in my back and also in my hamstrings. Now, if I can maintain this shape, okay, this lengthening of the back, this safety, basically I'm creating space between my vertebrae, and that's the point. You want to be stretching the back as you stretch out one vertebra at a time. But if I find that I can put my hands down here, I'm going to step a little further forward because you want, when the hands come off the wall, your shoulders to be over your wrists. A lot of people, I've taught hundreds and hundreds of people, a lot of them aging, men in particular, who need a chair. Think about any chair in your home where you can place your hands here and make that same shape. So the only difference is my hands aren't up here, they're down here. But look at how even if you pause the video and rewind, you could take a screenshot of the shape I was just making and this shape I'm making here. My back looks the same. And my back looks the same because I'm still in that hinging thing, okay? I'm hinging here so that I can press through my feet, lengthen my trunk, and stretch. So if I'm still feeling pretty good about it, I could have my hands down on blocks. And do you see how my shoulders and my wrists are in line again? But once again, I make the same shape with my spine. Even though I'm starting to angle down toward the floor, I am lengthening each vertebra. And I can feel it. I can feel my tailbone. I can feel my sacrum. I can feel my lower back, my middle back, and look, even my upper back. Now here's what happens once you start getting closer to the floor. A lot of us wind up going like this. The knees buckle. And this is what I mean about being in a flow class and bending your knees like this. This is a temporarily good thing, but it's not going to really change your back. It's not going to change and make you stronger in your low body, stronger, okay, in your abdomen. Here, I have to avoid the pitfalls of the rounding. So if I need to come back up here so I don't do that, that's fine, okay? And we're gonna keep, going on like this, like here, right? Lengthening, and maybe I could even sneak my hands down here. It gets really hard because I just want to go like this. But if I go like this, I can feel now stretch up and down the backs of my legs. The point is to be getting the stretch here, the stretch here, the stretch here. And you can still, some of you, unless you don't have low back issues like sciatica or a slip disc or whatever, you can start to even come further down, okay? Further down. And let the head drop. Now the shape of my body is changing. This is for more advanced students. I'm not even going to do that much because I want you just to see the very beginning, the progression that I showed you with my hair in my face, like this, okay? So, I'm Kim Weeks with Weeks Well. I'm on Instagram and on TikTok and support us on Patreon. That was a whole range of motion that you could do for yourself in forward folding.